everyone, and welcome to the 2021 Defense Information School Social Media Forum. We're excited that you're joining us virtually for this year's workshop. The response last year was overwhelming, and this year is no different. We've got more than 1,000 people registered from the Department of Defense, other federal government agencies, and the private sector throughout all corners of the United States and the world. On behalf of the entire DINFOS team, thank you for being a part of this event. Our goal with this year's workshop hasn't changed. We're hoping to drive the conversation with respect to deliberate, strategic use of social media and arm you with some new perspectives, tools, and tactics to assist you in your own social media efforts. We all know that social media has the power to educate, connect, and inspire us. Military communicators use it every day to tell the stories of our nation's armed forces and connect the American people with the men and women who wear the nation's cloth. But its potency and reach cut both ways. In the year since our last social media forum, we've seen social media be used to spread mis- and disinformation about the COVID-19 pandemic as well as the presidential election, both with devastating consequences for our nation. We have a responsibility to use its power for good and to help our commanders and fellow service members understand when bad actors are using it to create disorder, confusion, and chaos. That's why the Defense Information School will continue to host events like this and bring together experts who can help us navigate this incredibly important space. Experts who understand that success in this arena requires deliberate research, planning, implementation, and evaluation in order to produce a coherent strategy. Just like last year, we've got a fantastic lineup of speakers and presenters for you over the next 3 days. They represent the best and brightest within the Department of Defense, the federal government, and private industry. For instance, we're excited to welcome Isaac May, a social media strategist from the Pew Research Center, to talk social media engagement strategies. If you're thinking about starting a podcast for your organization or looking for ways to improve your current efforts, then you don't want to miss Tanner Iskra from the Department of Veterans Affairs, who's going to lay out everything you need to think about when putting together a podcast. Our own Karen Nauman from the Defense Information School is going to talk to you about the current state of information disorder, laying out how we can identify mis, dis, and malinformation and develop strategies to counter these disorders. If you're looking to develop more consistent and compelling content, then you'll want to check out a presentation by Talia Salem, a principal at Urban Nomad, where she'll walk us through an audience-centric approach to content creation that aligns with your overall digital communication strategy. And I am particularly excited about our social media leadership discussion with Army Lieutenant General Ted Martin, commander of the Combined Arms Center at Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. General Martin is a DoD senior leader who gets it. He brings his A-game to Twitter every day, combining his strategic messaging with a unique personal touch. He's going to share insights with us on how he navigates the Twitter sphere and what led him to personally engage in social media when many of his contemporaries have shied away from it. These are just a handful of the fantastic presentations, panels, and discussions that will unfold over the next 3 days. If you miss any of these, don't worry. All of the presentations will be accessible to watch on demand on the Social Media Forum website, as well as our Social Media Forum Facebook group. If you haven't had a chance to join this group yet, I encourage all of you to do so. You can engage with your colleagues, discuss the various speaker presentations, and provide feedback on the event. And your feedback is important to us. We want to make sure this and future events meet your needs. For those who participated in last year's event, the Facebook group is the same, and we look forward to having you back. The link to the Facebook group can be found below and also on the Social Media Forum homepage. On behalf of the entire Defense Media Activity and Defense Information School team, thank you again for taking the time to be a part of this event. And thank you for what you do every single day, telling the stories of our men and women in uniform and communicating with consequence on behalf of our nation.